Hey everybody, what's the crack? You are listening to Unforeseen, the podcast that is truly unforeseen. I'm Ross Browne and I'm joined, of course, as always, by Lorraine Murphy. And we are at episode 13, I believe. We're four into the double digits.
Who says that?
What do you mean?
We're 4 into the double digits.
We are 10, 11, 12, 13. We're 4 into...
The weirdest way of looking
When
at
I
it.
turned 13, my dad said, you're 4 into the double digits now.
Is that like an achievement?
It's not as big, it's not as good as 5 or 6 into double digits. Once you get to 30, then it's like, oh, you've been in double digits for ages. When you get into the hundreds, the Queen sends you a letter and she says you're in triple digits. Fam. Mandem.
How are you, Ross?
I'm good. For a man, I suppose for a man who's, 27 years in double digits. I'm doing okay.
I'm wondering about this t-shirt that you're wearing today, Ross. Are you going to look naked on camera?
One of my kids said, I thought you'd no top on today. One of my kids said, I thought you'd no top on. Yeah. I am, yeah. It's very worryingly the same colour as me. Unless I go to but I'm blue, I'm very untanned. I don't tan.
I don't tan either.
I don't tan at all. Like sun just goes, we'll bounce over to someone else.
I think we have that Irish skin. It's kind of like blue veined and slightly purpley.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now there is the only bit of colour I do get is skin damage. Like the freckles on my arm and stuff give the illusion.
So do they eventually join up?
I'm thinking maybe they join up because look, they're quite dense there. So there is a little tinge of brown there.
Do you get farmer freckles then?
Oh, I get farmer. Perpetually, my shoulder is always lighter than my bicep, and pretty bad. I got burned multiple times growing up.
Oh,
badly. So I was once at a water ski competition, and I decided to dip my feet into the water at the dock while I was watching everybody. And didn't realise that the water was acting like a magnifying glass. And then my feet and ankles got destroyed.
Oh.
And the other time, this is, by the way, I was 13 at the time. I was only 4 years.
Oh, for God's sake.
I was only 4 years. How would I know? How would I have known? I was only 4 years into double digits. But then when I was, I suppose 8 years into double digits. So
my God, Ross. It's going to be the longest podcast ever.
When I was around 16, I went to Spain with my buddy Hega, and my parents as well. We went over there for 3 weeks or a month. My parents had a house over there. They bought a house over there, and we just got it. And we were like, oh, let's go over for a month in the summer. So I went over. Great crack. First day, myself and my buddy Hega said, we're going to be over here for a month. Let's think this through. We're going to look homeless, like, by the time the month is over, because our hair is just going to go. There's no hairdressers around. Like, you're in Spain. So we're going to go, right, our hair is going to be, like, completely grow out too much. We need to get ahead of this. Start off with a zero all over.
Right.
He had the head for it. I didn't. No, I wasn't aware of the flat head at this stage. So he he calls it a pole, a peanut and a pole at the back. So he's got a peanut bump and he's got a pole. It's So do you know the neck tendons here, the neck muscles?
Yeah.
He calls that the pole. His mother always said you have a lovely pole.
That sounds appropriate. Okay.
Maybe she was dyslexic. And also he's got this little peanut bump as well, which I don't have. He's got all my head curve.
Is that normal?
It's more pronounced than the normal head. It's like he got all my back of head.
How do we always end up talking about people's backs
when
of
they
heads?
were dishing out backs? Well, when you don't have one, it's a bit of a fucking thing. I'm sure Ray Charles is like, I wonder what colour is like. Do you know what I mean? So he had the head for it, for the zero all over. I looked like I was going through some kind of like mutation or something. Like it was like, you know, when Pokemon change into a new thing, I looked like I was halfway through it. I was like a human chrysalis. It didn't work. The head was white. It was horrific. But so what I did, shaved the head, zero all over. Land in Spain, dropped the bags inside the house. We're like, yeah, let's go swimming, motherfucker, yeah, woo! Sun cream, factor 50, everywhere. The kids one, the really good one, right? And everywhere, right up to here. And here. And here.
Oh, I know
forgetting,
where this is going.
because I only shaved my head like that the night before, forgetting, swimming around 5 hours in 32-degree heat.
And that skin hasn't seen sunshine.
It has no concept of, it's like totally been like,
oh no.
yeah, I got so badly burned. I had blisters on my entire cranium to the point where I had to get yogurt and then kitchen roll on top of that. Sheets kitchen roll. It was weeping. It was weeping. It was weeping. It was weeping like you won in fucking Lorenzo's Choice.
So you plastered your head.
Lorenzo's Oil, sorry. Sophie's Choice. Lorenzo's Choice. Die Hard 3. And then on top of that, I had to rip up a t-shirt and wear it like a bandana. So I looked like an anemic Hulk Hogan for 3 weeks. And by the end of the night, it would start coming through the fucking bandana and everything. I had women falling.
Oh, I can only imagine.
At my feet.
Those beautiful Spanish women as well.
Oh, it was
super tan,
horrific.
super gorgeous.
And he's tanned. He's short, but he's tanned.
How did you sleep at night? That must have been horrible.
Oh, it was terrible. Terrible. And you wake up the next morning, then it's all like hardened. So then you have to like go into like a lukewarm bath and just dip your head in upside down just to try and soften everything. And then reapply yogurt again. We spent a fortune on yogurt. It was the worst sunburn I'd ever had in my life.
Speaking of sunshine and sunny places, we've had a suggestion from a listener in Australia.
Go on.
Nathan.
Australia?
Yeah.
Is this Nathan who contacted me as well on radio?
Yeah.
Nathan is a legend. Here's what I know about Nathan so far, right? I started following Nathan on Instagram. He followed me and I saw it. I was like, yeah, that's Nathan that messaged in the show. Very funny guy. Always sends in funny voice notes to the radio show. Followed me. I followed him back. He kept saying stuff like, we're doing the harvest. We're doing a harvest. We're just finishing harvesting. So he'd like big, massive, huge like combines and like enormous, monstrous
Good word.
Monstrous things. And I think he's out in, I'd say Eastern Australia. I think Victoria or something like that.
Okay, I'm not sure.
And he's, I think he's got a wife and a kid. And a son, and he's just a legend. He's a nice guy. He just always messages in, and then he said, "I'm listening to your podcast. 2 of them, they're great." So,
well, he's given us a suggestion for something to do on the podcast right now. You know, like Gumtree and Craigslist and those kind of online classified ads.
buy and sell yolks.
Yeah. So he wants you to take a number.
Yeah.
And the number is all you're going to get. Okay, you've no idea what the ad is for.
A game.
Yes. I'm going to give you a number for an ad that's been posted online. These are mainly in America just purely because of the time difference that we can call them and hopefully get through to somebody. You're going to get 5 questions, the opportunity to ask them 5 questions when they answer the phone.
It's like Guess Who?
Yes. And you need to figure out, without asking them straight out what the product or the item is, you need to figure out from those 5 questions what they're selling.
So I can ask them 5 questions.
Yeah.
And that's all the information.
That's all.
Can I ask them, what are you selling?
No, you can't ask them directly.
Okay. So I must like it's a genuine inquiry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I be creative? Can I character up a bit for it? Like.
Yeah, totally.
Oh yeah. Okay. Because if I just ring them and ask them straight questions, they'll just be like, "This guy's."
Well,
really good.
I think for the first phone call, in honor of Nathan in Australia,
Yeah.
I think you need to be an Australian on the phone.
Have you heard my Australian accent?
No.
Do you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, let's wait until you actually make the phone call.
Okay. Are they selling something?
Yeah.
Selling.
Hello.
Hello, I think I have the right number here. I saw my son said he saw an ad. You had an advert.
Fire hose?
Pardon?
For fire hose?
Yes, for fire hose. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do. You know what? I'm at my son's school. Can I call you back in like 45 minutes?
I'm calling from Ireland. Can you do you deliver to Ireland?
No, we're in the United States.
Of United States of
America?
Okay, sorry, I thought it was Cork you're going to say. Okay. Even if I send you the postage and packaging?
Yeah, you know what? I'd have to talk to you when I get home. I'm at my son's school.
Okay. You go do what you have to do, and I'll give you a call back in about 40 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Slán a cara.
That was fucking easy.
Firstly,
one.
was that your Australian accent?
I forgot you said Australian. I panicked and I went straight to Kerry. I completely forgot. Until I was like 2 sentences in, I was like, I can't Jack Dundee this one up, Mick Dundee this one up. I didn't even ask her a question. I just said, my son said you had an ad for the fire hose. Good luck to you now. I'm like the information extractor. I'm like, oh my God. Oh, let's try another one.
So she had a used fire hose for sale. She says in excellent condition. The photo accompanying it does not look like it's in excellent condition. Okay, I've got another one for you.
I'll go Australian on this one, I promise.
Okay.
I'm not going to confuse them into just saying what they have now. I'm going to actually...
Hello?
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 Hello, I'm just calling. I saw an advertisement you had for something for sale. Now, I must just warn you that I actually have a phobia of the word, but I would like to purchase it. So if we could just have the conversation without saying the word, is that possible?
Yeah.
Okay. I just have a couple of questions about the thing that you're selling. How old is it?
It's from this year.
This year? Excellent.
Yeah.
And how many times has it been used?
I don't understand what you're saying.
Sorry, I'm from Australia. I find it very difficult to talk to people from different countries.
Yeah.
Many times has it been used?
It's been sold for years, so I don't know.
No, how many times has it been used? Is it been...
Never. You must have seen I don't know what ad you're talking about then, because...
What colour is it? What colour is it? Is it the correct one I'm looking at? Is it what colour? Can you describe it to me?
Red.
Is it...
Oh my God!
Is it a tomato? Is it a tomato?
Oh my God! I don't even know where to start with that accent. There was South Africa going on. There was a bit of Cockney in there.
It went a little Asian. I was like, you need to pull it back. Oh.
So what did we get from him there?
Every once in a while I have to go, no, and then I get it back. If I go, no, what colour is it?
And then it's gone.
Is it, can I have a guess?
So let's go on the information he gave.
It's this year.
Yeah.
It's never been used.
Yeah.
It's red.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a skateboard. No, you'd use a skateboard. It's a motorbike.
No.
Go on.
It's Viagra.
Red Viagra.
So the title of the
Red
ad...
Viagra. Is this for people who are afraid of being caught with a blue pill?
I don't know.
Or is it some kind of Matrix themed
He doesn't really say.
Viagra? Take the red pill or the blue pill.
His ad says generic men's enhancement, and then there's a ton of fire emojis, and then a photo of, thousands and thousands
of
and
eggplants.
thousands of pills.
Oh.
So it was Viagra that you were just ringing up for.
Call that gentleman back.
He said he can deliver or meet up, so
Wow.
if you need it.
I like that game.
I think we need to do this more
I
often.
love that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nathan, in Australia.
Thank you, Nathan.
I've got a video to show you. This one was suggested by Emma. She's in Clonakilty.
She's loads of suggestions from people.
Yeah, loving this. I didn't have to do
Where's
any
she from?
work. She's from Clonakilty.
What are you on about?
Seemingly there's a lot of Jamaicans in
That's
Clonagilty.
not Clonagilty.
So this is what happens next, as suggested by Emma. So
Love what happens
there's
next.
a couple of seconds of an intro, and as always, it's going to stop, and you need to predict what this man is talking about.
Okay, here we go.
In the beginning, it was a little hard to believe, and I'd go home at night and I'd say, wow, this is crazy. This is a little too weird for me. But after 4 years, you kind of get into the swing of it. It becomes normal.
That it?
Yep.
He looks like the guy who made Star Wars. I was going to say Matt Lucas, George Lucas.
Yeah.
He looks like George. I thought
It's
it was
that
George
weird,
Lucas.
like fishing kind of thing that he's wearing.
A tackle vest, I would think.
Yeah.
I think it's called a tackle vest. A fishing tackle vest.
I'm not clued up on my fishing
listen,
apparel.
Fucking weights and flies and spinners, the whole shebang. Alive, oh. It feels weird. It's strange, and then after a while, it feels normal. And he looks. It's a slight deviant look about him. Not deviant, but just there's something. It's not normal. I think he's one of these guys that's into like do you know, like getting into a bathtub with loads of beans. Hang on.
I really wasn't expecting that.
That was specific. I'm going to broaden it a little bit.
Okay.
Do you know people that have it's a kink or a fetish or whatever, where they like to smush food into their bodies? Smushing, a smusher.
Is that what it's actually called?
No.
You sounded really informed there.
Yeah, that's what I think he's into. I think he's into an open watermelon, and then just kind of just letting his weight do whatever it has to do to it.
Okay.
Do you know?
Okay.
Or tomatoes would be tomatoes would be his fucking coup de grace. Do you know what I mean? Under the armpit, each one just let the juice run down. I'm actually getting a little dirt on. I think I'm a smusher. I'm a closeted smusher. That's what I think he's into.
Okay.
Either that, or he. For some reason, I have an image of him wrapping himself up in cling film, and then
you got all that from a weird fishing tackle jacket.
Yeah, it just he has a look about him that just says, I think he's doing something completely left of field. I'm not saying sexual with the cling film. I'm just saying a guy that just maybe he wraps himself up in things. Maybe he's one of these people that's I want to gift wrap myself, so he puts himself in boxes and ties ribbons around.
Is that something people do? I feel like I'm learning a lot this evening.
I have never seen it.
What?
I think I'm projecting.
I mean, have you seen a haunted toaster?
Right here where it says put one slice.
Say haunted toaster.
Yes, he did. Nothing to do with beans or smushing or
It's kind of weirder.
We heard, I am the devil.
What kind of voice did the devil have?
A very low voice, I'd say sounded like Eli Wallach.
Have you saved any of this satanic toast?
Yes, I did save it because I wanted to be sure that somebody else.
Because, there's no other proof. You want to be sure. You don't want to just hear the voice of the devil coming out of your toaster. You're going, let's put some toast in the devil and see. Because we want to be scientific about this. So if the toaster says it's the devil, let's see what it does with a bit of toast.
Let's see it. Now this one, can you see that, Rich? Satan lit.
Come on.
the toaster said it, Ross.
Oh. So for anyone that's not watching and is listening, it's a piece of toast that someone has clearly scraped with a knife, a burnt toast, and they've scraped the burn off, and it says Satan lives.
Yep.
Or Satan lives. Maybe he's doing a tour. On the back it says Albuquerque, New Mexico, March 15th.
He's selling merch.
BYOB. BYOV. Bring your own virgins.
Is the toaster still possessed?
We still have trouble off and on with it, yes.
We have trouble off and on with the devil in a toaster. It's very finicky. You set it to the lowest setting, and then all of a sudden you're like, this is way too overdone. You know how it is with the devil in a toaster.
Oh, see now it's...
Is it plugged in? She's like, it's on the table. It's normally over in the kitchen. I brought it 12 feet away. But for some reason, it just keeps popping up.
It seems to be aware.
Why have you kept this toaster?
Well, Richard, you know, when all is said and done, it makes good toast.
I mean, no better reason. What's with the fire? It has to be bollocks.
This was a news report.
It is no
Honest to God.
way that I was like, this is a sketch show. That looks like it's from the 80s.
This featured on the news.
Fuck off.
They sent a camera crew and a reporter to the house of the haunted toaster.
Hang on a second now. Mm-hmm. Did you see the way they presented that at the end? They stayed on Satan Lives on a piece of burnt toast for ages. They showed her not able to get it on, and then the thing exploded in Dante's Inferno of flames. Flames shot out of it, and then they just cut to going, why'd you keep it? Makes great toast. I mean, it makes fantastic toast. You can't argue with a great piece of toast. It clearly burns the toast and carves satanic verse into it. And she's like, well, I always like it on the chart side. Yeah. Let me tell you about one of my favourite places in the world. I've played comedy clubs and theatres and pubs and live music venues all over the world. America, UK, Spain, Germany, Ireland, the whole shebang. One of my favourite places of all time is Sea Church in Ballycotton. Sea Church is East Cork's newest restaurant and live music venue. It is a modern and beautiful building. Integrated perfectly with one of the most iconic live venues in a beautiful church. And it's just, being in there, you're going, oh, this is a very special space. It's class, and it gives so much gravitas and so much mood and atmosphere to every gig. Playing host to some of the best music artists. Christmas parties, mulled wine receptions overlooking the ocean, tableside entertainment and DJ. It's also the ultimate venue for other parties as well, for unforgettable weddings, birthdays, anything you want to put on there. It's absolutely great. Staff are absolute legends inside there. Everybody just kind of looks like they kind of want to be there, and that no one's paying them, which is kind of what you want. And fabulous seafood, burgers, wings, pizzas galore, washed down with Ireland's greatest musicians, comedians, not like myself, and playwrights as well. Find them on social media at Sea Church Ballycotton, or you can find them for more information on booking. Visit seachurch.ie, and you can get all your stuff there. That's seachurch.ie.
You being a former wrestler, I am interested to know what you think of this guy. And
Is this a wrestling clip?
no, it's not. Oh! This is a guy called Dale Browne.
Okay.
I don't know, is he any relation to you? He is the founder of Detroit Urban Survival. You might have seen this on TikTok. As he describes it, it's he teaches people how to become their own bodyguards.
Oh, is this like these fucking bullshit martial artist people? Oh, these people are amazing.
He teaches self-defense, he teaches psychology, law, and...
Law?
Yeah, there's a bit of that in there, and skill on how to escape danger.
I'm going to teach you some skill on how to escape danger.
So I want to see what you think of these self-defense methods.
Okay.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. I want to share with you what to do if you're surrounded by a group of men and they attack you.
Talk at them really quickly so they don't have a clue what the fuck you're saying. Jesus Christ. He was like 4 sentences in. I was like, whoa, okay, who's talking? This guy, okay. He actually looks, well, he's got massive muscles.
Yeah.
And he looks serious business. He looks like a cop.
He does?
Yeah. Or he looks like one of those private security guards as well. He looks kind of like special ops or something.
Yeah.
So already I'm believing him. And the mat quality that they have in their dojo or whatever is great. They've got good mats.
Okay.
You can always tell a good gym or a good trainer by the mats.
Okay.
I had terrible mats.
If they come at you, what you don't want to do is try to stay in the middle like you're martial arts.
I mean, I've always been attacked by fellas that are just playing slapsies. I mean, the amount of times I've went, I'm going to have to start defending myself here, lads. I'm starting. You have four of you have actually touched my nipples already, and it's getting a bit awkward. Like, buy me a fucking drink first or something. Like, this is very odd.
Karate movie, moving in a circle, trying to block.
Move in a circle, try and block. He's not even blocking. He's just going, tap me on this side. They're everywhere. They're all around him, and he's going, yeah, just face all of them so they can each, in succession, punch you in the face.
That's not going to work. So they
Oh, that's what not to do. Oh, he said that's not going to work. Oh, that's not what not to do. Okay, I judged him. I apologise. That was what not to do.
Okay.
Excellent advice. Excellent.
So you're
advice.
back on board with him again.
Yeah, I'm all in. When 7 guys are, the last thing you want to do, and I've been in this situation before. I once got into a fight outside Havana's.
Did you?
Yeah, there was 7 guys around me, and they circled around me, and they started doing this, and I went like that. You don't even want to know what happened in the
Game
end.
over.
As soon as
Over.
I started turning, I saw all the
KO.
bouncers going. That's what you shouldn't do. Okay, what should you do? What should you do?
Grab and then try to attack you, and you try to back up. This is what's going to happen. As you try to back up, you're going to get swarmed, and you're still going to be dominated, and you're going to lose.
Okay, so no circling, no backing up. There's only 4 more directions you can go. You can go left, right, forward, or you can kind of like go as thin as you can. This is what I would do. You go as thin as you can.
Okay, the
So
pencil move.
You've made yourself a smaller target, yeah? And then you just kind of...
Those moves, in fairness, would weird anyone
And
out.
also they'd be like, should we be throwing him money or should we be still attacking him? I don't think we're allowed to touch. Is he a stripper? We're not allowed to touch strippers. So I think... Or, do you know what I would do in that situation? If they were doing that, I'd be like, oh yeah. And then I guarantee you that I'll be like, hang on a second. We were actually attacking you. And I was like, yeah, keep on attacking me. That's what I would do. I would reverse psychology them.
What you should do is this.
Get turned on. What is that? What is that? It's just, they're just playing Ring a Ring a Rosie. What's going on? He's just circling around them. And they're all just going, oh no, he's moving again. Where is he? He's going in a circle. There's probably a pattern to his movement. He seems to be going anti-clockwise. How could we? No, we just have to keep on following him. This is ridiculous. I learned this from a bathtub while I was emptying it.
And as you can see, when you move in a circle around the crowd, you're able to attack each attacker individually.
Did you see him attack any attacker? Did you see him attack
It
any
just
attacker?
looked like he was playing some playground game, to be honest.
Jesus Christ. They all touched him still, by the way. They just took it in turns.
They all like just
Instead of all that, he just moved around them. They all went, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And he was like, yeah, but I'm moving. They're like, gotcha again. That was the stupidest. It wasn't them. Punch them. No, don't kick them. You just keep moving around them until tune in next week. I'm going to need 6 days and 1 day filming to figure this out.
This is another scenario now.
Oh, there's another one.
There's
is it?
another one. Yeah, we've got a couple of them up for you.
This now is a dramatization, is it? Okay, so we got a woman and we got a child, and she's after getting out of a car in a parking lot, it looks like, and she's walking with the child, probably to a self-defense class.
Let's go.
Always zip up your child. That's very
Why
important.
is the child wearing some kind of like police uniform?
That's what I said. The child is from the self-defense class or whatever, so they're obviously good branding, first of all. But yeah, always zip up your child. If you're being attacked, you don't want loose zips.
You don't want them getting
loose
cold.
zips. You don't want them getting cold because you don't know how long the fight's going to go. If you keep going around them, the child's going to be sitting there going.
Like you'll be warm, but they won't.
6 hour technique. It's a very slow technique, but you wait until your attacker actually dies of natural causes. I mean, the worst kidnapping. I've never seen a kidnapping. This is the worst one.
So say what you see for people listening.
He ran up behind them like the Hamburglar.
Hamburglar.
Remember
Oh my god,
McDonald's
I haven't
ad?
thought of the Hamburglar
He ran
in
up behind
years.
them. He ran up behind them, so crouched down that the child was taller than him. He ran up behind them, and he grabbed the child by the arm, and then he just waited for someone to catch him, and then just went. And now they're in this strange kind of like standoff where she's like, "No, this is my child," and he's like, "No, I don't think you understand what's happening." And she's like, "The child's fully zipped up. It's fine." And he's like, "No."
Back up.
I mean, he's got no fucking. I mean, he's not a guy that you want to start a job because he doesn't really finish it, does he? He grabbed the child. She went back up, and he went. Okay.
He's the most polite kidnapper, though.
He's very polite, and do you know what? He's shy. He's
Little bit.
He's a bit shy.
He's not fully
He's
committed.
like, I'm not I've never done this before. And he's like, I'm not sure how it goes. Again, like the circling 7 people thing. I'm going to go as far as I know. Then I'll stop and I'll wait for your guidance.
But look, maybe he's new to the whole kidnapping world.
It's it's a very conscientious approach. He could have improvised and done something wrong. Instead, he waited. And then when she said back up, he went,
okay.
I'll take your lead on this. You've obviously way more experienced. You've obviously stopped many assailants. Again, no self-defense, just an instruction. Like the way that you would tell someone to say, if you want someone to mop the floor, say, mop the floor. That's not self-defense. Back up is not self-defense.
All right, so the way that worked.
The way that worked is everybody's compliant in this, because I thought it was actually him. That was...
oh no, he got a stuntman in for this.
No, I didn't think they were the same person. I'm saying I thought it was him that was going to come in and save the day. I thought he was going to come in and attack the guy and be like, why? But he didn't. He just came in and goes, no, I think what you'll find here is that Jeffrey has got very low self-esteem. So you always want to make sure your attacker is having a bad day.
When the man grabbed the child's arm, the mother pushed here on the thumb, causing the thumb to let go. This would help if someone tries to grab your child against your will. You're able to break the hold.
Instead of punching them in the fucking nose, you'd go, hang on a second, where's your thumb? Can I just, sorry there now, just... There you go. Back up.
So you can get your child free from an aggressor that tries to abduct your child.
I'm just really distracted by this weird earpiece Britney mic that he's
Very
wearing.
weird.
What's
Very weird. It's like he's just going to turn and go, it's Britney, bitch. I'm waiting for someone to put a big giant yellow snake on. I was like, crazy. How can't you see? I'm fighting tackers off constantly.
Back off. I think you're going to like this next one now.
Okay, he's in a convertible already.
Yeah.
I can see this. He's in a very nice house in the background. I'm a bit of a house. What's the word? Enthusiast.
Okay.
I fucking love looking at houses.
I do too. I do too.
I love.
Do you know what I
looking
love
at
doing,
houses.
right? Is going for a walk at night time. And you know when people have like their curtains open?
I think
will
it's
nearly
called
be
peeping Tomming. I fucking
But
love
not
it.
in a creepy kidnapper way.
Or do you know
I'm
when the
looking at
curtains are
like
slightly open and you climb a tree and then...
I'm so weird. Like if I see somebody watching TV and you can see what's on the TV, I get really excited. I'm like, oh my God, I watched that too.
Yeah. And then you're like, can you turn it up?
Subtitles be grand.
We're on the phone to what? Lards. What they can't. Okay, I'll go. Put some clothes on. Okay, so this one. Okay, this is but it's carjacking. It's definitely going to be carjacking. If someone's trying to, I guarantee I know what he's going to say. He's going to say, turn the radio up really loud, and they'll be like, oh Jesus, and they'll walk away.
Detroit Urban Survival Training. Today we're going to show you what to do for a mobile countermeasure if someone's following you in a vehicle.
Oh.
If you notice a vehicle behind you, like this black...
Not watching the road at all. He's looking directly at a camera as he's turning a corner. Jesus Christ, man.
Truck. We're going to make 3 consecutive right hand
He hasn't looked at the road yet. He hasn't looked at the road yet.
turns.
Did he say make 3 consecutive left turns?
Right hand turns, yeah, I think.
3 consecutive right
whichever.
hand. Yeah, right hand turns. Yeah, we're looking backwards. Yeah.
If the car is still behind you and you look back there, they're still there.
How does he have a third eye on his ear? Like, what the fuck?
You're going to go to the nearest police station and call 911 on the way.
So someone's following you. Keep just 3. Do you know how many times I've turned right 3 times? 4 times you're going, this is a full square. But that's just someone doing the only way they can turn around. Like if I was going away and I went, oh fuck, I missed the turn. You have to go 1, 2, 3 to get back to that junction. So this guy's the cops are like, oh, here's fucking Terry 3 turns again. What happened this time? Does somebody indicate? That is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. If somebody turns right 3 times after you, you're going to get killed. You're going to get killed. drive to the police station and call them up. I'm on the way. What's going on? A fella turned right 3 times. Where is he now? I don't know. He turned right 4 times. I wasn't fucking. I'm not crazy. Oh my God, that's amazing. That's amazing. That is amazing. There is nothing there that is in any way helpful in any of those situations. He's like, if a man puts a gun in your face, eat a banana. Because you need potassium if whatever is going to go down after that. I mean, you know. And if he does kill you, at least you can go, banana. Oh, maybe he'll be like, I haven't had banana in ages. And you're like, you want it? And he's like, yeah, I'm not going to shoot you now. You just give me a banana.
There's one final video from Dale. One final one.
How can you shoot a man and give you a banana? Oh my God. Oh my God.
Short survival training.
He's going to give him the banana. He's going to give him the banana. If he pulls the banana. Oh!
What you can do if someone puts a gun to the back of your skull and holds you hostage, and they're going to shoot if you move.
It's a technique. It's 6 steps. It's B-A-N-N-A.
In this situation, if they're just going to rob you, you should always do what they say and just give them whatever they want. If you believe they're going to kill you, if you believe they're going to take you to a secondary location, if you believe your life's in danger, and
secondary location's very important. That is actually, he's correct there. I heard Oprah say it back in the Dizzle. Oprah did say, never let the assailant take you to a second location.
But how do you stop that?
So if someone takes you to, if someone say, I think the example on Oprah was, if you're working in like, say, a beautician's, right?
Yeah.
And somebody comes in the door with a gun and fucking closes the door and puts the close sign around, whatever, and you're in there and you're in there and there. And they're like, get down the ground or fucking stand up against the wall or whatever. If they then after that try and move you to another room or anything, that's where you have to put up the fight.
Oh.
Because they're in
control then.
They're not in control until they get you to the second place. So always if at any time you can do anything, it's between that first and second location. So he's fucking bang on there. So but don't take the banana out when you're in the back room. Take it out straight away. So even if someone comes in and they look suspicious, like, if someone comes in the door and they turn right 3 times. I've got a banana!
you can't trust them with the gun to the back of your skull.
Who can you trust with a gun at the back of your skull? If you can't trust a man with a gun at the back of your skull, who can you trust?
Here is an intelligent option that can help you. He is going to shoot if I move. All right. Did you pull the trigger?
I did.
All right. Did you feel?
I did. You pulled the trigger. I did. Yeah, I pulled it before. I pulled it while you were talking. I pulled it. By the time you said, "Here's another technique," I shot you 3 times.
The bullet went past.
It seemed like the whole trajectory of the gun went another way. So.
Okay.
Imagine if he went, "No, I shot you in the head." I think there's probably some sort of some kind of power hierarchy here. I assume that's one of his students. I don't think your man's going to go, no, I shot you. Get on the ground, you're dead. Oh my God.
Good. And so he did not know what was going to happen. I never showed him that technique before. I just met him here in Detroit.
I mean, you really have to be at a loose end for the rest of your day. If you're going, yeah, this sounds cool to me. What are we doing? I'm holding a gun at the back of your head. And what's going to happen? You're going to do a technique, a nondescript technique. Is it going to hurt me? You're not going to tell me. Okay, cool. You want me to what? You want to pull the trigger at any stage? Okay. Is it loaded? Oh my God, that's amazing. I am all about this. This guy's my favourite new guy.
Dale Browne.
Dale Browne.
And there are videos of Dale trying out his techniques on like teenagers and stuff. So he
No.
travels around Detroit.
We need more Dale Browne. I need more Dale Browne in my
And there's
life.
videos of his techniques not working.
Oh, brilliant. Like the time he got shot in
Clearly
the head.
getting shot multiple times.
That is amazing. Here's the problem I have with here's why I think people go to these kind of videos is because there's so many self-defense techniques. They need to differentiate themselves from the pack. So then what they do is they start coming up with weirder techniques. They need to invent new ones.
Yeah.
Even though the ones like kick him in the bollocks is tried and tested. Kick him in the bollocks is like that should just be on they should be on posters everywhere. Just when in doubt, kick him in the bollocks. It's another t-shirt. Yeah. When in doubt, kick him in the bollocks. But then they have to do these kind of things like, why don't you rearrange his apartment so he's got better feng shui? Mightn't be as angry. That's the best way to stop a mugger. Like, it's ridiculous.
SNL have done skits on him and everything. He's
Are you
actually,
serious?
yeah, he's
No
huge.
way.
Yeah, he's really big on TikTok. People are loving him.
Oh my God.
I don't think he realizes why people love him so much, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's the thing. He's charismatic. He's likable.
yeah.
And as with most people that you show me, even though what they're doing might be ridiculous, 99% of them I kind of little fall in love with. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I love this person. They're
Yeah.
great because it's like it's joyous. There's a
Yeah.
little bit of joy in the strange kind of, you know, the weird corners of the world. I love it. Dale Browne. I'm gonna deep dive on Dale. No, I'm actually not. I'm gonna stay away. I only want to see it on this podcast.
Okay.
I've stayed away.
I'll bring you more Dale.
I stayed away from Jeremy
Don't
Fragrance.
you dare watch any Jeremy videos without me.
I
Don't
won't.
you dare.
I won't. I couldn't. I was going to look it up on YouTube, and then you were like, "Don't!" And I was like, "Okay." So that's another episode. That's the 4th episode
Oh, you're not doing this again.
of Double Digits. You can follow us at all of our socials. Oh,
It's written down in front of you.
you just wrote words. Okay, all right, I'll read exactly what you said. Socials at Unforeseen
Well, I
Pod.
didn't think you'd need.
Email unforeseenpod@gmail.com.
Do you know why I've had
Raisin-
to write that down? Because
Raisin
you've
re-
been given the wrong email address out for the last 5 episodes.
Rate and review the podcast. Tell a friend. Can now review on Spotify. Leave a comment below if you're watching. Who would leave a comment below if they're not watching? If you're looking at wrestling videos, leave our one a comment. We'll read some out in future pods.
You see, that's much better than most outros.
It actually
you've
was.
done.
It actually was. I was like, that's quite succinct. Normally, I'm like, you know, and if you can, want to leave a comment, you don't
What's
want to
our
leave a comment.
email again?
What's the comment? Unforeseen. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Okay. That's very good. If you could write 1 or 2 extra words in each sentence,
Okay.
it'll make me sound like a real human being.
Okay, cool. I'll work
It was
on
a
that
bit
for
Pat
next time.
Kenny, to be honest with you. Can now review on spot. You could have just put down you. Just a you at the front of that.
I assumed you would have known.
You can now review on Spotify.
I stupidly thought.
Or you can now review us on Spotify, but it literally just went, can now review on Spotify.
Who do I complain to on this podcast?
Abuse. Apparently, it's email unforeseenpod@gmail.com. Thank you again to our sponsor, Sea Church Ballycotton, and we'll see you all for the next episode, which is going to be the 5th episode in Double Digits. See you next week. Take it, have it cheesy. Good luck.
Slán, everybody.
Crystal clear camera on my new phone.
Some would say too, Crystal.